Hi, it's Sylvester. You probably aren't wondering, but in case you are, I wanted to explain why I don't talk about Donald Trump very much. It's not that I never bring up Donald Trump, sometimes I do, but I definitely don't spend that much time or energy talking about Donald Trump. And there are several reasons for that. I mean, I do have an entire video where I talk about how I feel about Donald Trump, and I will link that video in the description down below in case you want to watch it. That video is kind of old, so there's new things I could add to that video, but I don't really want to. Because, again, I don't really like talking about Donald Trump for many reasons. First reason why I don't like talking about Donald Trump is because it depresses the hell out of me. I try to avoid thinking about Donald Trump because it's a terrifying, awful situation. America is being ran by essentially a dictator, and things are looking pretty bad, and it stresses me out. You know, the last thing I want is to live through a world war, and things are looking a lot like they did in World War II. I'm not the first person to notice this. I'm not the first person to say this. Far from it. But yeah, it stresses me out. I really don't want there to be a world war. I really don't want to think about the things that Donald Trump is doing. I just don't want to think about it. It stresses me out. It bums me out. I suffer with depression. It's certainly not good for my depression. It's not good for my mental health to think about Donald Trump. So if I can help it, I'm going to think about anything other than Donald Trump. Second reason why I don't talk about Donald Trump very much is because I don't feel like I have that much to say that hasn't already been said by millions of other people who are much smarter than me and much more well-spoken than I am. Like, I don't have any Donald Trump hot takes. It's just, I don't know. I don't have a lot of original thoughts about Donald Trump. So I don't feel like there's a lot of value in adding my voice to the conversation. You know what I mean? The third reason why I don't talk about Donald Trump is because I am scared of Donald Trump. Now, I'm not as scared of Donald Trump as I am of his supporters. That, I guess, is the fourth reason why I don't talk about Donald Trump, is because I'm scared of people who support Donald Trump. Because let's be honest, I am a very, very small fish in a very, very big pond. The chances of Donald Trump ever seeing this video are very, very slim to none. The chances of Donald Trump even knowing who I am, very, very small. But people who support Donald Trump are probably going to watch this video, and a lot of people who support Donald Trump are very scary to me. Like, I genuinely am scared that if I talk shit about Donald Trump, I might get shot walking down the street by a Trump supporter. It could happen. It's not super likely to happen, but it could happen, and that terrifies me. Not only that, but also just like I don't like getting hate comments, and so when I talk shit about Donald Trump, my videos, if I say anything negative about Donald Trump, I'm gonna get comments from Trump supporters being mean to me, and I am very fragile. I'm a very sensitive guy, so I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm definitely not going to be reading the comments on this video. And I guess the fifth reason why I don't talk about Donald Trump is because it doesn't seem worth it for all of the reasons I just mentioned, but also because I don't, like, I made that video that I'm going to link in the description down below where I talked about Donald Trump, and that video got very few views. So clearly people don't really care what I have to say about Donald Trump. And even though making videos is about more than how many views I get, I still do care a lot about how many views I get. And so, you know, if I made a video about Donald Trump and it got thousands of views, maybe I would talk more about Donald Trump, but it's not worth it, considering if I talk about Donald Trump, the video's probably not going to do well, and not that many people are going to watch it, and, you know, does that make me shallow? Maybe, But at the end of the day, I do care a lot about how my channel performs, how my videos perform. And so, yeah, it's not worth it. It's super duper not worth it to talk about Donald Trump, because if I'm not getting any views on the video and I'm not really personally getting anything out of talking about Donald Trump, there's no reason to talk about Donald Trump. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about Donald Trump. I don't have a lot to say other than he sucks, and I hate him, and I hate everything that he does, and I wish he was not in power. But again, that's been said by millions of other people, and I don't have anything new to add to the conversation. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.